Intoxicated Television. This is the Dirty Hippie episode. Not because of this guy, because I'm like been digging dirt for like too long to remember, and I didn't have time to shave or anything, and I look like a fucking Wolfman Jack with the pickaxe. Anyway, whoa, shit, I'm going everywhere. I'd like to introduce my special guest today, man. Johnny Mountains, how are you, man?
Thanks for having me. I'm good.
Yo.
Well, we figured that one out.
He's not the dirt. It's a Dirty Hippie episode because I look like fucking shit. But I only had limited time to get it in with this guy, and fucking we're this is where we're at right now. So we're getting it in. I look like. Go ahead, like put it in the comments what I look like. But yeah.
And I am usually looking like a dirty hippie. I'm relatively clean today, so it's nothing to see me in my truck for like a week out in the woods.
All right.
Used to be, at least. Dirty hippie life.
Dirty Hippies, man. Episode fucking number 1. So we start out like I asked you about your earliest memory of music, like what from like little tiny kid, not like what you liked in high school or some shit, like, but like all the like your earliest memory of like music that like something. Go ahead.
Okay, so earliest memory of music was when I was little, like moving with my mom. She would play like Prince and eventually like Aerosmith. We had like Red Hot Chili Peppers. As I got a little bit older, she really got onto Three Doors Down for a while. So we had cassette tapes. And those things melt, and U-Hauls are not always working properly. So I remember one road trip. It was from Florida. We had the U-Haul, and we were going up north. And like half the cassettes melted by the time we were through. What was it? South Carolina?
Or why
no, they were in like a cassette book, like one of those black books, and
right.
It just got so fucking hot.
What it was like on the
you could
by
just
the
pull the
windshield
tapes.
or what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yikes.
I don't know. I was a little kid. I didn't know any better. So it was like half our music collection.
So they're like all warped and shit.
I don't know, like it gets real hot, and then the two tapes separate, and so they would peel out. As soon as you stick them in, it would eat them, and that's how you knew they were done. Because like you'd pop them, and they were just done.
Back in my day,
yeah, exactly.
We used to take those tapes and we put them in other tapes, and we would splice them together, and we'd cut them off, and there would be that one little bump, but. Other than that, we get on working again. You ever splice tapes in your day?
No.
All right, sir. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, shit. Yeah, I want to hear about this.
That's OG shit. Like, that's old school, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we would fucking take the tapes, and then, like, it's all fucked up, and there's, like, or it would split apart. And so you'd take tape, and, like, you'd cut them, like, evenly. And so there would always be that little skip in one song, but you got that motherfucker running again. So you just like, and you would, if there was like a big crack or something in one of your tapes, you could just like switch out the covers. But it's like really meticulous, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like, that's what we used to do, man.
Yeah. I have to deal with tapes for 2
All right. So what was your band's? Three Doors Down, and what was it?
Stuff my mom we used to listen to on our road trips, like mom music, like Prince.
Oh yeah,
Michael
you
Jackson,
said Prince.
Three Doors Down. She was a really big Lenny Kravitz fan, so there was a lot of
dope,
just that kind of stuff, like mom music from the '90s. So
shit.
Yeah,
we're from a different era. My mom was like bumping like Sheryl Crow and shit.
There's a lot of that. Sheryl Crow, and then who was the? Names are gonna start popping up, but
all right, moving right along, man. So like, I know, but can you pinpoint? Okay, 2 questions. Can you pinpoint the first like song that like got you rocking, or was music was just always around you with your mom, right?
Chumbawamba. by yeah, so there was that one, and then when I was like 3, my aunt would play
Is that
Cloud
come
song.
back down, right again? Is that
You're never gonna keep me down.
Is that the one?
That's the one. So like when I was like 4 or something, like I remember being in our apartment and like running around and then just play that song because it was like high energy, and I was like, yeah, little kid, like it was pretty fun.
All right,
that's cool. So it's always definitely been around. I just haven't always like focused on it. Just there.
Subscribe to Intoxicated Television!
cheers. 1 1 1 1 1.